Let's get it started. As usual, I want to make it with memes. I want to make it funny, but with quite interesting forecasts and overview of the market. I think the market and the future is not possible without the past. That's why this presentation and my speech structured like this. We will go back for around a half a year and we'll see how the market was developed until today. And then we will take a look how the market could be probably developed for the end of the year. With narratives, with everything, and yeah, small recap is always good. Well, let's get started. You could see behind me all the previous hot topics and things that happened.
Oh, yes? Okay.
This was in my presentation in Singapore
Okay.
on TOKEN2049 as well. And the market situation was exactly like this. Prices were quite calm, nothing went up, not too volatile, and people tried to do some very risky things, and crypto was like, never touch it for normal people. Because no huge profits, nothing. But then things started changing. And how it started? Second wave, I would say it was like second half of 2023. Let's do some recap of it. You see, here we see Cointelegraph intern, Bitcoin narratives, and all the meme coins. I prefer, if you see that recently Telegram is everywhere, to do it like a chat. You see it like Telegram chat. Last year, DWF Labs deployed a lot of capital, you know it. And it was our strategy to buy a lot, as much as we could, cheap assets. This is, from my point of view, the most smart investment decision. But then things started developing more aggressively. Some capitals, other VCs started develop funds, and prices start going up a little bit for certain coins. Then some retail users and some digital traders started to playing this, if memes, base memes, then long, short, all these futures with 125x. A lot of liquidations happened, but it was a lot of fun. It created a lot of memes, and people kind of traded inside the market. No external money flow, but still, someone made money, most part of people lost money. But then new narrative started, Bitcoin ETF, and it brought some hope to the market, and especially for institutionals, because they started to blow money. And you saw that Solana prices went up. After Solana, a lot of meme coins went up. First was Bonk, and this is a very good example how one coin could push the whole ecosystem. After Bonk was pumped up, around 25,000 meme coins were created on Solana market. It pushed volumes insanely hardly. And it pushed retail and user acquisition super nicely to the chain. I think this is one of playbooks that every chain can use to grow. And please pay attention. If you see that something is skyrocketing, it doesn't mean that something else will skyrocketing on the chain. But this one will bring more activity to the chain, and it could be very beneficial for the chain itself. You can trade it somehow. Of course, it's risky, but if you have some knowledge, it could work. Then what's happened next? Then was January. We remember, right, that in Twitter we saw that, okay, BTC ETF approved. It's pumped, then no, my Twitter got hacked. It's dumped. That's it. Everyone was crying. Like a lot of new launch pools started because new money from normal people, because BTC was very, very hyped in traditional media, went to the market. Exchanges started pushing listings and launch pools. Then it was like this. Degens and retail users and also like just gamblers started to long as much as possible. Then they got liquidated, of course, right? And what happened next? What the fuck? What Bitcoin you are doing, right? And what appeared? Points earning. Let's earn points. Everyone started depositing ETH, other coins to chains to earn points, do some activities to earn points. Nobody knew what points would give them, but everybody jumped in it. And it was very fun, right? And because prices went up, media and even crypto people, crypto Twitter, had a lot of reasons to publish news. Because let's say 1,000 or 1 million ETH deposited on the chain, next month prices went up 3 times, then TVL in dollar value looks like grow 3 times up. Nothing changed, no activity added, but it went up and people were very impressed because of this. After that, February and March happened. You see these recent things that we saw like a few months ago. AI, then GameFi, then farming points again. Let's do whatever. Then memes, dog with hat. I remember this coin in autumn. Everyone take this hat, but then it's again up. Then this very sad slurf. This is, from my point of view, is like quintessential of the whole this situation, and a lot of people who didn't know and who doesn't know how to make money by trading, by investments, got a lot of money because of luck. Like prices went up, a lot of people got rich. And then they started send tokens to anyone, to these guys like Slurf, who just burned everything, locked all the supply in the smart contract, burned investors' tokens, and was crying on the AMA session and didn't know what to do. Some of them asked how to create a pool of Radium. It was really fun. But if you take a look at this situation from a normal people perspective, it's something like crazy. You know, people send 10 millions here, 10 millions there, just a wallet address on Twitter. Just 10 millions, 20 millions. A few projects that we are working with also fundraised like this for their pools. Just post a Twitter and then 20 mil come. I don't know what you need to do in real world to get this money. Of course, it is a normal process. People should do it. Easy come, easy go. People should lose it, and money should be again reconcentrated on the market. Now this is the time. You see, everyone who longed BTC, then Solana, then projects went crazy. Now things are changing, but when Bitcoin was all-time high, what all the project did and what all the VC did, projects changed wasting schedules, changed valuations crazy. We have a lot of conversations with them and had, let's say, those projects who raised at, let's say, 10 mil valuation in September, in February, increased the valuation FDV to 100 mil, 150 mil. And they fundraised, which means that a lot of cheap and a lot of crazy money on the market. And this should be distributed somehow. That's why now we are kind of flat, because people deployed money on crypto, and they need to do something, because this is funds. Most of crypto funds, they have LPs. LPs push them to invest because they saw this grow, right? But market is flat, projects trying to overprice everything, and it's hard to find a conclusion. But a few months ago, it worked. I know a lot of projects that raised like tens of millions just without even a pitch deck. And then what happened next? Next was a very interesting thing. After all-time high, of course, there should be some correction. Like this euphoria, this happiness could not be endless. And it's okay when no buyers anymore and only sellers, it should went up, go down a little bit. Sorry. And then people's focus changed to RWA because what? BlackRock announced RWA investments. From my point of view, it is not related at all to most of RWA in coin market cap, but our market, crypto market, is driven by emotions. It's not driven by logic. It's not driven by, some proper investment decision. This is a very emotional market. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just, it's just a specific differentiation from traditional markets, because you cannot trade stocks like this. But frankly, even on traditional markets, behavior changes into this emotional stuff. Just take a look at Tesla. Take a look at X shares, especially Tesla, right? There is no chance to get back your money by dividends. There is no chance. But people believe in it, prices go up, and Tesla stocks is like crypto. You can buy cheap, sell high, or short high, close position cheap, and make money by this. It's like purely trading. It's not purely trading. Of course, Tesla has some manufacturers, but still, market is emotionally driven. People jumped in RWA AI. A lot of coins pumped, a lot of prices went up, a lot of people made money who invested early. A lot of people, what they did? They got a lot of tokens with overpriced prices, with super high. And now all of them are waiting for what? For profits, to secure to get back their principal, to get back their investments. But as we mentioned before, right? Market is emotionally driven, and when emotionally driven people make decisions, their exit decisions should be, from my point of view, also emotionally driven. When markets are flat or even bleeding right now, people started selling and and realize losses, not profits. And it's a little bit changed. Altcoins went up randomly again. Of course, when you launch tens of thousands meme coins every week, if you launch tens of thousands like altcoins on Dexes or Sexes every week, statistically, a few of them will be superstars, and everyone will talk about it, but the rest, you will never know. And this happens now, right? People say, okay, these guys invested at 40 mil valuation in this project 1 year ago, and now it worth like 5 billion. It's great. These guys are very lucky. But funds, LPs, private investors, and then normal traders, they are trying to repeat this, I would say, lucky ticket and find these projects that will go up for 100x. For venture funds, they have like risk management approach. They have another liquidity approach. They know how to work with. And this creates our crypto market. When a guy or a fund with, let's say, some money, 1 million USD, half a million, 10 million, 20 million, deploys everything in promising projects with good team. But fairly speaking, we have like hundreds of projects in our portfolio, and well, me personally, I talk to, I don't know, maybe 1,000 of them, right? And our venture team would confirm. If you dive deeper in any project, like 95%, the team is smart, motivated, and good. But it doesn't mean that 95% would be superstars. Statistically, 95% would die. And this money should be, again, traded. But people have expectations. People cannot just accept it, invest, and forget. That's why now we see that sellers a little bit more than buyers, but people have some expectations for the future. And let's talk about these expectations a little bit. What happened exactly this month? Projects are trying to repeat this playbook that used to work in February, in March. We also have these calls, and they're trying to reach, okay, our FDV is, I don't know, 1 billion. Lockup period, like 2 years, then wasting 5 years. It is a joke, but it looks like this, right? Everything is oversubscribed, but oversubscribed projects, like, of course, some of them really oversubscribed, but most of oversubscribed projects, they are looking for money like for months. And every meeting, we are oversubscribed. It is a last chance to get like the last 100K, which is exactly not true, right? And it is very important to keep it in mind, because this is the crypto market, right? You could sign some deal with some, I don't know, kitty face instead of signature, and it works. Everyone okay with this, especially if you work with DeFi projects, right? BTC halving is coming soon. I thought my expectation was that prices should have like a huge correction on BTC halving, because the whole market, all crypto Twitter news, everyone is waiting for halving. Everyone is waiting that something should happen. But let's think a little bit more deeper behind these expectations. If everyone expecting that something happen and this will be very good, like at least half of them or a part bought some coins and are waiting for BTC halving to sell it on the news. But if everyone knows this news, who would be waiting for this news to buy? It doesn't seem like smart decision. Of course, some dudes will do it, but I'm not sure. But then, our traders, they are not bad traders. They're nice traders, but it's geopolitical fault, and everything crashed before halving, right, last week. Okay, people still waiting for halving, but I would say noise is much, much more calmer. And what happened during this time? It started in January, but I mentioned it only like this. We see new projects, new narratives that are coming to the market. Notcoin joined the chat. Just for information, we don't have investments in Notcoin. I have no Notcoins at all, right? It's not like promotion, but it is a phenomenon which we have on the market. A project like quite, I would say, like stupid clicker, right? But it's the 35 million people were clicking this button, right, and earned it. This is a huge audience, and now we don't know how it could play, how exchanges will buy it, how people will trade it, right? But it's interesting to see. And this project, what they push? Audience. Okay, good luck. Let's see what would happen. And then volatility started, but what's going on behind the scene? Institutions still continue to buy, right? We buy, other people buy on liquid markets, from projects, from good investment. Because now the best time to bargain, right? It's hard to close the round, harder than it was like a month ago. And projects, founders, most of them also are driven by emotions, right? And you can bargain very good conditions. And you can find very good guys because people try to deliver something. And another good thing which bull market brought to us, this is exchange requirements. Everyone are looking for really good ones. Most of exchanges, I mean good exchanges. Most of exchanges are looking for a project, and end users and traders, they see much better projects than like 1 year ago. And okay, now we still have like a few billions long position on BTC, and I do believe like maybe 10 billions long positions in altcoins. This Friday, this Saturday or Sunday, will show how it could play, what would happen. Let's see. And then, as I announced in the beginning, let's try to do some astrologist work and forecast what could happen and what would happen like in this year. From my point of view, we have some interesting things that didn't play yet. The first of them, it is ETF on ETH, because it was discussed, BlackRock is discussing it, SAC discussing it, and it was postponed. But I do believe that this narrative should be played this year, because RWA, everything is based on Ethereum infrastructure. Everything is based, almost everything, of course, like on ERC20 or layer 2, which is related to Ethereum infrastructure, right? And when everything related to things that big structures like BlackRock or SEC pushes, like RWA assets, based on something, I think they should have some control or ability to regulate it. That's why I'm quite, for 99%, sure that this year we should see ETF on ETH. Then second thing, regarding the second wave of the market, right? If you take a look again behind the prices, yes, we reached all-time high for Bitcoin, we reached all-time high for some altcoins. But if you take a look at the fundamental metrics, it was reached by money inflow on BTC, not in crypto exchanges, but in the funds, also maybe a bit in Coinbase. The rest was done by crypto people who holded assets, who had some USDT and just bought. Because traffic to exchanges, Google search request, nothing changed from 2022. It's like flat. New people are not interested to join crypto. Normal people, maybe they are interested, but there is no hype. And I think we have like a huge upside here. Even if this interest would reach like 2021 highs, it's easily should push the prices from here like much higher. I cannot predict, right? I do believe that nobody could predict if someone says that, hey, BTC will cost like 500K or 100K or 90K. It's just like this. I'm astrologist, right? But no. But it should be priced at much higher. Then another thing. Regarding other assets, right? Once BTC is higher, people will sell. But if we remember, this is emotionally driven market. People would make like easy money. What they will do with easy money, again, that's all the history that we went through for the last 20 minutes would be repeated again. People would start deploying it in weird protocols, send people to someone in Twitter, send people to strangers, play with futures, play with meme coins, and it will be repeated again. Maybe now new narratives would join us, but who knows? But this should be repeated. And then a few things that, again, I think should be hot now. This is undervalued narratives. It could look like already priced in, but I think it's still undervalued. It is perpetual dexes. If you take a look at trading volumes, if you take a look at traffic, it's growing. From my point of view, we are at around 2019 in terms of DEX spot volumes versus SEX spot volumes. You remember what happened in 2020 when DeFi summer? It went up. It went up crazy. There is only one thing should be fixed. It is normal referral program, and it is SEX level of experience for DeFi DEX traders. And then it's done. I don't say that perpetual DEXs will compete with Binance or with other exchanges, right? And will kill them. No, but it will grow. It will grow like extremely. And another thing, it is Stone ecosystem. I don't know if they perform good, if not, but it has Telegram. Nobody else has Telegram. That's why we also invested. I do believe that it could be played nicely. Let's see. And long-term narratives that are always in our market at RWA, as we said, right? BlackRock announced it. It doesn't mean that BlackRock will go to Binance and buy some RWA assets, but it creates expectations, it creates trends, it creates people's FOMO. Money will be deployed. And funds, they're also closer to TradeFi. They are trying to listen to big guys. They will deploy in these projects and support this industry. GameFi, it's constant narrative in crypto because games is simple. It's very easy to explain to everyone. You can ask, I know, any random waiter and ask them about crypto. Nobody could know, right? But if you ask random people about games, everyone knows. That's why it's very easy to onboard people for gaming. Of course, layer 1, 2, and 3 chains, and this narrative will be played. Why? Because with this narrative, investment funds, communities, projects could play a really big game. Valuation is always high. Listings are always good. You can do a lot of things there. You can promote it like differently. You can do whatever with DeFi. With chains, it's easy, and it has a lot of things and a huge upside. And of course, AI, it is going to our lives. It is going everywhere, and similar to RWA, it should go up. And memes. Memes, it's like GameFi, right? But it's crypto-native stuff. People love memes because in crypto, 24/7 markets with no restrictions, with no limits, everyone can make money, and then everyone can spend money, whatever, right? He or she wants. And then crypto is the best. It is super volatile. It is like, 24/7 casino when every meme token issuer is trying to build its own unique slot machine to engage with more people, right? And it works. 25 meme coins launched, then it's done. One bonk happened. It's kind of like this. And the last, I want to say this was not financial advice. I just trying to deliver some interesting things in a meme manner with some fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, if you have like a few questions, I am more than happy to answer, like 3 or 5. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, so just like looking at meme tokens, right, in general. Okay, well, yes, now, okay. So yeah, looking at meme tokens and like that very specific and kind of exotic ecosystem, I was wondering now for like bigger players like DWF Labs, did you yourself get involved into meme tokens, the market? Is that like potential part of your portfolio and something that you look at as an investment opportunity?
Of course, yes. We involved. We invested quite a lot in meme coins, in different ones. I don't remember, we could check in our social media, right? But we have like more than 10 in our portfolio. And for example, the biggest one of them recently was Floki, which overtook some even layer 2 chains in terms of FDV, right? It's just like a bright example, right? Of course we have, because this is an opportunity. And as a trader, as an investment firm, we have to leverage this opportunity. Otherwise, it would not smart. But of course, with a certain risk management, yeah.
Hi there. Going back to your discussion about real-world assets. Right now, real-world assets are dominated by BlackRock, putting out U.S. treasuries and very big things like that. Do you see a real-world assets marketplace being created and growing for smaller assets that are real, but they're smaller assets at the end of the day?
I think it could happen because, for example, yesterday I had a chat with one project which works with several countries to build some tokenized marketplace for real-world tokenized assets. I think it would happen, right? But from my point of view, it will grow up together with mass adoption of at least stablecoins. Because if you want to interact with tokenized assets, you should have a framework or should have a possibility to buy or sell it, right? If a normal people cannot use credit card, they should use crypto, right? But not a lot of normal people can use crypto. Then we should be able to use the credit card. It depends on the legal framework. I think your question is good, and it could happen from my perspective again, right? Maybe started from Switzerland, Singapore, Hong Kong, UAE, and of course the US, because they have the most mature regulation, and they are more open for kind of trying something new. If I answered your question, I don't know.
One more question.
One more question, yeah. And yeah, let's have fun.
Yeah, hi. So I missed the start of the talk, but on all this, on the meme ecosystem, which do you think are going to be the apex memes of this cycle? Which are going to be the Doge and the SHIB? And also, which chain, do you think each chain is going to have multiple apex memes or a single one that's going to be the winner?
It's a good question. I think the market and the market doesn't know which chain should be the winner, right? What we know now. Ethereum has the biggest TVL. Solana has the biggest number of the biggest trading volume. That's what we have now, right? But TVL has a lot of layer 2. We don't know which one will be used. We also have a lot of layer 1, and we don't know which one will be used, right? From my perspective, Ethereum will be like a B2B chain for layer 2s, maybe for 1 or 2 layer 2s for different regions. Solana seems very promising, but now at least it's used, right? And new chains, I don't know. As I said, right? Even Ton has a lot of hundreds of millions of users, but not DeFi, right? We don't know if market will buy it. I think now we are in the stage when if you remember these personal computers, like 20 years ago, to plug in some devices like mouse or keyboard or display, you should use a different sockets. Now we have Type-C, now we have USB. I think it's just a point of time. But from my perspective, it is maybe Solana, and a few layers that will facilitate people's needs. It could be something on ZK and something else. Yeah, that's if I answered your question. I don't know. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thanks for joining and enjoy your week.